Hey guys, welcome to this pick a card reading. So, this reading is for any of you who are trying to figure out, why didn't it work out with that person? Maybe you were in a relationship and you broke up. Maybe you never even got to the point of being in a relationship, but you felt so strongly for this person and you're just wondering if it didn't work out, why did we even meet to begin with? What was the point of us coming into each other's lives? And why didn't it work out? What are the larger spiritual lessons or reasons for why this didn't work out? So we're going to be addressing all of those. We're also going to ask in each of these three reading options, what does this person want you to know and understand currently? So, like I said, we've got three options from left to right. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. You can find your timestamps in the description box and also pinned to the top of the comments. So take a moment, get in touch with your intuition about which reading is right for you. Of course, you can choose multiple options for more than one person if you'd like. And then I'll see you at your reading. All right, welcome back to those who chose reading number 1. So these are the cards that will answer our first question, which is, why did you even meet this person? What was the reason for the two of you being drawn together? Considering that it didn't work out, why did you even have to be drawn into each other's lives? Now, I have a lot of cards laid out here. You will notice that flanking either end of the tarot cards, we have the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. I do feel like there is probably a past life connection with this person and there was some sort of unfinished business. I do feel like, we have the true love card and also the lover's card. This is a true love of yours. It's a twin flame or a soulmate. It's someone who you have a genuine, very deep soul level bond with. I feel like, there may have been, so we have a blessing for unity where once there was division and also stress reduction. I do feel like there may have been something that happened between the two of you, maybe in a past life, or if you're asking why did you come back together with this person and it didn't work out a second time or something like that, I feel like the two of you, either if it's a past life conflict or something earlier in this lifetime, you were drawn into each other's lives to help resolve that past life tension, because it was still, the tension or the division was still there within your soul. The two of you were meant, I think, to try to figure out how to come together more peacefully and really have some sort of union. And I think that you were meant to see that there were that maybe some of the approaches that you have taken in this lifetime and past lifetimes, that those approaches to this connection actually caused a lot of stress and division rather than union. So I think it might actually be a repeating lesson that maybe the two of you throughout multiple lifetimes have not been able to figure this out. So it's just a lesson that each of you is continuing to try to learn, because you definitely love each other, but I do feel like there's a lot of stress. The two of you bring a lot of stress into each other's lives, and you're kind of just meant to learn this lesson of how do we balance each other out more in a way that is more harmonious and peaceful, rather than continuing to run around in circles and continue to create chaos and havoc and hard feelings, harsh words. I feel like there have been a lot of harsh words spoken here, a lot of harsh communication. So this is a major spiritual lesson in how to find unity when all you seem to be able to find is division. So it's a difficult life lesson, I feel, is basically why you were brought into each other's lives. So let me pull out the cards for the next question, which is, why did it not work? Why were you not able to successfully, this time around, come into a union with harmony? All right, so what do we have here? I kind of, we have a blessing to find your way. I feel like both of you are still just trying to find your way in life, and there's nothing wrong with that. And it could be also that you had other spiritual lessons that you needed to learn which required the two of you to disconnect from each other. You know, maybe you needed to disconnect from each other and then find romance with someone else, because that may have been actually the best way for you in this lifetime to continue to find your way. So I think that even though it seems like it's a repeating cycle, or even if it's a lesson that has been difficult to learn throughout many lifetimes, I think that your guides are reassuring you that you really are still making progress with this spiritual lesson. You're also, the reason it didn't work out is because you're meant to have faith. Maybe it felt like you just had to be with this person and that no other person would ever make you happy. Well, this, it not working out with this person was meant to have you actually try to find that faith within yourself, that actually you will find that person. Maybe it will be this person in the end. Maybe it will be someone else, but you need to have faith that you deserve that and that you will have that love with someone where you feel safe and you feel, that they care about you and that they give you the attention that you need. You have the time together that you need and all of that. I'm also feeling like in general, maybe finding this happiness has been a struggle to you. And I do feel like there might be a feeling on your behalf of not feeling worthy of it. And I kind of feel like you and this other person are meant to kind of take a little bit of each other's traits. One of you is a little bit more fiery and adventurous, freedom-seeking. The other one is more like stable, solid, secure. I want to play by the rules. I want to take it very slowly. One person wants things to happen more quickly. I kind of feel like you're both meant to kind of take a little bit of each other's traits in that regard. So if you're the one who's more slow and cautious, maybe you need to be a little bit more adventurous, a little bit more of a risk taker. And if you're the risk taker and the freedom seeker, maybe you need to be a bit more grounded and be willing to allow things to unfold more slowly. So I think you did learn valuable lessons from this, which will actually help you in eventually finding the true love who you're meant to have a union with, or who you will have a union with. You have free will here. I think that it is meant to guide you towards happiness in your love life. We also have the Sun card. I think you're meant to have, this type of relationship that we see depicted on these two cards, where it's just a true blissful, harmonious union. This situation didn't work out, and that is leading you towards a situation that will work out, that will be very happy for you. Okay, so now what would this person say to you? What would they want you to understand now? The person that you were watching this for, that it didn't work out with. They feel damaged. They feel definitely very hurt by what's happened between the two of you so far. And then they say, my family's opinion really matters to me. So could be also that family really got in the way here, but they don't really know how to overcome that, because they do really care about what their family thinks. So if maybe their family didn't like you, or their family just wanted them to have a different situation. So let's pull a few clarifiers here. It's definitely been very stressful for them. This connection with you has caused them a lot of stress. Yeah, then we have some repeating cards here. 2 of Pentacles and 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, they feel like there have been so many ups and downs with you. I always feel like when I see the 5 of Pentacles, this is someone who still wants it, but they are damaged. I mean, like this guy is on crutches. He's abandoned and bruised. Both of these people are out in the snow. This person, they realize it's been difficult for you as well. But we see this guy, despite how damaged he is, he still wants to keep pace with this woman, right? And I feel like that's how this person feels towards you. They feel so damaged. They're very confused by how this has turned out as well. And it's been very painful. They still want it, but I feel like they don't know how they could possibly make it happen. It's like wanting it's like wanting a Lamborghini when you have enough money for like a used Toyota Camry. You know, they want this with you, but they don't feel like they have what it takes, or the circumstances are not right or something in order to make it happen. Let's clarify about their family's opinion really matters. I feel like this is someone who, they do have a strong connection to their family. You know, I kind of get the sense this person might have been sort of a sad child. Like when they were growing up, they were kind of like depressed or sad or introspective or something. And being around their family made them feel safe because their family just understood them. They also just like when when they spend time with their family, if they bring a partner into that, they want everyone to get along. And I guess they do not think that that would happen with you. But they're not just thinking about it selfishly. They're also thinking here about what's best for you. And I kind of feel like they think that pulling you into this family situation where maybe people wouldn't all get along would also not be the best for you. It's kind of like if they could have a relationship with you where it was just, hey, let me come visit you and spend time with you and date you, that would be nice. But I think ultimately they would like to be with someone also who they could incorporate into their family of origin. But they definitely have a lot of fears about how that would be received by you, by their family members. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. What's the most important thing for the viewer to understand about this connection other than what's already been said? Let's just pull one card. You know, this person they probably do still want, I mean, we already got that they do want to be with you, but I feel like they need to feel so secure, you know, in order to really be able to make it happen. And I currently they definitely don't feel very secure because we have the 2 and the 5 of Pentacles. I think your guides want you to know it is possible. I don't think that they would want you to get attached to this one particular person, because you are meant to find your true love, and getting trapped or attached, just to one person that it's not worked out with may not be the best path to get to that. But I think this person, if the circumstances were right, if they felt more stable and secure, from their end, they would be able to do what it takes to make this work. Right now, they definitely are not in that frame of mind or in the situation in life where they could make it happen. I also think that this is someone who tries to make things better with money. Maybe that's the easiest way for them to try to make everyone happier or to make everything run smoothly. And maybe right now they don't have as much money as they normally do or as that they would like to have. So anyway, that's what I'm getting for you guys. I hope that that's making sense in some sort of way and that it's helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching. And guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Okay, welcome to everybody who chose reading number 2. The first question we're addressing here is, why did you and this person meet each other? If it didn't work out, what was the reason for you all to come into each other's lives to begin with? We get a blessing on a journey. Give it to God. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release this situation to God for healing and answers. And then worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Amber is something also like it's a fossil, basically. So it's something that's this, item of beauty, this piece of this sort of gemstone, crystallized tree sap. It takes time for that as well. So I kind of feel like for the 2 of you, this was just meant to be a long journey. So that's part of the answer. So it could be that the journey is not entirely over. Now, that does not mean that you're necessarily going to be with this person, but they're going to still be impacting your life in some way, and vice versa. I think you're both still meaningful to each other and will continue to be for some time. It was meant to be a long journey. This was meant to be someone who you knew for a substantial amount of time, who, yeah, I mean, I think I've basically already expressed it. And I also get the feeling that, this is kind of intense. The tarot cards here down at the bottom, I kind of feel like you guys were meant to lead each other to understand some of the big questions about life. I mean, maybe the two of you are drawn to each other because you have similar intellectual or philosophical beliefs, or you just help each other to view the world in a different way that really opens up each of your minds, opens up your perspective, widens your perspective of life. I mean, I think that you were meant to kind of blow each other's minds. That's what I'm getting. Like, wow, who knew life could be so interesting, so unusual? You help each other understand the mysteries of life in some sort of way. It could be like a shared interest in esoteric knowledge or something, or I feel like you just really widen each other's perspectives. I don't know how to say it other than blow each other's minds. That's just what I'm getting. I don't know how else to say it, so I'm going to stop trying. So yeah, you're meant to have a tremendous impact on each other's understanding of what life is all about, basically. So let me pull out the cards for the next question. Why did it end? If you were meant to have such a tremendous impact, then why didn't it work out between the two of you? All right, so why didn't it work out? What were the spiritual reasons or spiritual lessons? What was the benefit, per se, of it not working out? I kind of feel like, we have Cordelia go outside. I feel like the two of you needed to go outside of this connection to fulfill certain things that you needed to achieve in life. One or both of you needed to become a parent and learn how to be a good parent. How to grow up and be a mature adult and take care of certain responsibilities you have to other people, such as children. And for whatever reason, maybe the timing wasn't right or whatever, but it didn't. The two of you doing that together, wasn't meant to be the path of those lessons being learned. I see also a lot here about, I think that you all really inspire each other. One or both of you might be the muse for the other. There's a real, because we had people playing musical instruments on two of these cards here. I feel like, you all just are teachers to each other. You inspire each other. And maybe the two of you write songs or poems about each other, or create some sort of art that is inspired by the other. So it's like, again, even though it didn't work out, it's a very intense, it's a very beautiful connection, I feel like. Again, I think even when it comes to this artistic expression, I think one of you needed, whether you realized it or not, you needed to hone that skill or that craft separately from this person. Maybe you wanted to do that with this person, but I feel like Spirit is saying that wasn't really in your best interest, or that wasn't the challenge that you were meant to overcome. You were meant to overcome this challenge of, how do I pursue this craft, this self-expression of mine, this art of mine, separately from this person. But I do see that, I feel like you continue to both inspire each other. Maybe you're inspired by seeing how the other person parents, or how the other person creates art or something like that. And I kind of feel like this is a bond that will continue to deepen in some way. Like you all just have, I feel like you all just kind of know and understand each other. Even if you're not in communication, there is this sort of level of understanding here that's not going to go away. So like I said, this is a long-lasting connection. Even if it's not a relationship, I feel like the two of you just are really tuned into each other vibrationally, you know, from the level of your higher selves or whatever. You just get each other. And, you know, it doesn't really matter if you're in a relationship with them or not. The connection is going to continue to always deepen. So yeah, this is very beautiful. So let's finally ask, what does this person want you to know and understand currently? What do they want you to know and understand currently? If I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices. Yeah, there's something that they didn't understand in the past that also may have made them choose to go separately from you or something. But if they could go back, they would change that. I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. This person definitely gets intuitions about you, I feel like. And is it possible to forgive and forget? So they might feel like the two of you need to forgive and forgive each other, and maybe to let go of certain things that have happened. They might be feeling apologetic for something. Yeah, I feel like they wish they could go back in time and make a different choice, and maybe they feel like that different choice would have led to the two of you being together. The timing has really not been on our side. You know, that's maybe what they think, but Spirit is saying that time is actually very much on your side. Again, that doesn't mean that you'll be together, but this is a connection that really does continue to deepen over time, whether you're together or not. And I hope you find me good looking. So that's on their mind. They, you know, from the level of their higher self, they want you to know that they do have this kind of vulnerability or insecurity about whether or not you find them attractive. Oh, you amaze me. Everything you do is golden. Like I said, the two of you, like you're muses to each other. You really inspire each other. I'm going to pull one more card for you guys. This is more than I pulled for the other guys. I'm very practical about love. It feels safer. So they do want you to understand. Yeah, I think this person really does still care about you, but they're holding back because maybe they feel like they missed the opportunity that they had, and they don't know how to approach it at this point because there might be some practical things in their life or in your life that keep the two of you apart. But they definitely are actively, even now, like thinking about you because they're wanting you to think that they're good looking. And they're very amazed by you. Yeah. So I think this person really loves you. They do. Oops, I had one more card wanting to come out. I love how you're willing to take risks in life. You are bold. Yes, you definitely amaze and inspire this person very much. And from the level of their higher self, maybe they can't or are not willing to say that to you directly, but from the level of their higher self, they want you to know how much you mean to them, how much you inspire and amaze them. So I hope that was helpful to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. All right, welcome to everyone who chose reading number 3. So we are asking, first of all, why did you and this person come into each other's lives? So we get a blessing on your health, which also features a dragon. To me, dragons are very much related to treasure and material prosperity. And then we have Malachite. It says prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. I kind of feel like there's something about this connection that was meant to make you understand your money or your approach to the material world in a better way. We get the Ace of Pentacles down here as well in the tarot card. So I feel like you might have been either financially insecure when you met this person, or just you didn't have a very helpful mindset about prosperity or how to achieve material prosperity. Maybe you didn't even feel worthy of it. You had some sort of anxiety when it comes to money. And somehow this situation helped you to learn more about a healthier way to approach money. We also get make the effort. I feel like this is more what the lesson was for them. The lesson for them was about, great love is worth taking the steps. I think also taking certain risks. Maybe this person, either they weren't willing to put in the effort or they weren't willing to take the risks necessary in order to try to achieve something with you. So I'm kind of getting, first of all, that that's how you influenced each other. I also am feeling like there might have been something between the two of you where one of you has been involved with someone else, or I'm getting the message of unconditional love. Like, how do I, even if there are other people or if we just can't make it work, can I still unconditionally love this person? There's some sort of lesson about that too. And also a lesson here about, putting one person on a pedestal above all other romantic options. Maybe that was something that you needed to learn a better approach to. You may have thought, this person outshines every other option that I have. And maybe you felt like you would never be satisfied until you had this person. But I feel like the overall lesson that you were meant to learn was unconditional love. Can I love this person when they're not making the effort? Can I love this person if they're choosing to be with someone else other than me? Can I love myself enough to realize that I do have options? I feel like these are some of the kind of spiritual reasons or understandings that this person was meant to bring into your life. So let's look at the next question, which is, why did it end between the two of you? Why didn't it work out? We get pay attention to the red flags, butterfly maiden, a blessing on growing older. Let's see. Emperor, 8 of Wands. So why didn't it work out? I mean, it inspired some sort of transformation in you that you needed to have. It changed you. And also there were a lot of red flags and signs cautioning you, I think, that this wasn't really the wonderful option that you thought it was. I'm not saying this wasn't a good person, but there were a lot of red flags cautioning you that perhaps this is not the person that you're meant to grow old with. Or perhaps this would not be someone who would change and evolve along with you as the two of you got older. I'm getting the feeling that you both are very strong personalities. You both have a very firm idea of how you want to live your life. And maybe that would not have been compatible. So I kind of feel like it didn't work out because you were meant to find someone who you could have more of a flowing natural energy with, that it would make more sense. Also someone who would be more committed in defending this relationship or this connection. Someone who would communicate more to you and show their emotions to you more, put in more effort in that way as well. I just feel like this was not the person you were meant to grow old with. I mean, this wasn't the person who was meant for you. So what would this person say? What would they want you to know or understand currently? What would they want you to know and understand currently, this person you're watching this for? Please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. So yeah, they're feeling also like maybe the two of you are not meant to be together. They do realize that they may have hurt you in some way and they don't want you to take that personally. I feel safer in the silence. Yeah, this person just feels safer not communicating with you. But my heart is telling me to just do it. I feel like they've gotten that instinct all along. In the past, in the present, they do have that instinct sometimes that they should make the effort and reach out to you and try to make something happen. But then there's another part of them that says, no, I just feel safer where I'm at. But they do see you as someone who's willing to take risks in life, and they do really appreciate that. I feel like they do learn a lot from you. It says, I stare at your pics because staring at your face this much in person would be creepy. Did I mention that I think you're cute? So this person does, you know, if you're not in communication with them in person or see them in person, they probably are looking at your social media, or maybe they have some photographs of when you were together or something. But they do love the way that you look, and they do like to look at your pictures. I felt like you abandoned me, and it made me realize that I hadn't really been there for you. I get it now. I'm sorry. So yeah, I do feel like this person didn't make the effort, but they didn't see that at the time. They didn't understand at the time that they were the ones not making the effort for whatever reason. To you, it's probably plain as day that they weren't making the effort, but they didn't get it for some reason. Let's pull one more card. Got two wanting to come up. You're so nurturing. I wish you'd be sweet to me like you are with other people. Maybe part of the reason why they didn't understand that they weren't making the effort is because they saw you being very nurturing and emotionally present, but they didn't, they couldn't accept it because they thought you were just doing that for everyone. And so I think they didn't know how to make the effort towards you because they thought, well, you just dole out your love to everybody. So they didn't feel special to you. And then I'm very practical about love. It feels safer. This person is very much loving to feel safe, you know, so they don't make the effort in a lot of areas of their life because of that. But, you know, that's their own life lesson that they're going to have to learn, and that your connection to them helps inspire them to learn, hopefully. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it was helpful. You should be seeing probably around now 2 other videos popping up here of mine that you might want to watch. A couple of suggestions here. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and obviously, hopefully, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.